Will the Raiders survive without your boy, Derek Carr? Will they be a playoff contender?
No way. Season over. No way.
You just got to win 2 games.
Let me tell you something. First
Over
of all,
the next
that
4 or 5
division's
weeks.
great. Second of all, they won 9 one-possession games. Why? Because that kid's a wizard. Like, you're going from magical to mechanical. That's what they are at quarterback. They're just mechanical. They're doing nothing special. This kid is Aaron Rodgers 7 years ago. He's not quite all there. He's not quite as accurate. You're taking out the secret sauce, okay? You're taking out the sauce.
Where I really agree with you is Jack Del Rio is a gunslinger coach. Coaches very aggressively because of Derek Carr.
Yeah.
You can't do it now.
Nope.
You can't. And so the whole identity of this team is like, it changes without Derek Carr because now the coach has to back off of who he is, a very aggressive, we can do anything coach. Now with E.J. Manuel, you got to start figuring out ways, and it becomes a much more of an X and O thing more than an identity thing. And so I think it's going to be tough, but this weekend they play your Baltimore Ravens. You got to consider that a W.
Yeah. Who?
The Raiders.
Listen, it's going to be tough sledding. But I want to point out something that I think we don't think about when you lose a Derek Carr. When you watch on the Raiders defense, Khalil Mack stands out. Bruce Irvin stands out. These boys stand out. From there, that linebacker and secondary does not stand out.
It does not.
So now you have to outscore everybody if you're Derek Carr. But now you don't have Derek Carr. So now your entire game plan changes because defensively, the Raiders ain't stopping nobody right now.
Yeah.
So now they have a bigger problem because this guy who's pulling you out, bailing you out, right, playing heroic football, scoring 30 points a game, now you have to change your whole thought.
Best thing going for the Raiders is who they face.
Yes.
I mean, literally, they've completely lucked out facing the worst offense in football.
Well, they've got the Ravens, they've got the Chargers. That's going to be a tough game.
Yeah.
Chargers always play them tough. They've got the Chiefs. That's a loss. They've got the Dolphins. You never know what Dolphins team going to show up. Yeah. You got the Patriots. I mean, one thing is the Raiders. You got to remember the Raiders. They don't run the football either. I mean, they got beast mode. They have no running game. I mean, what do you do without a running game? They throw the football a lot. They have a defense that's like, you don't know what defense is going to show up today. So do they make the playoffs? If he comes back maybe in 2 weeks, I have a bad back. So I know the back injury is nothing to mess around with.
You make a nice point I want to follow up on. They should be able, they brought beast mode back. That's who they should be able to turn to, but he's not the same guy.
But it's not there.
You can't sit out a year.
Exactly.
At his size in particular, with his game, I don't think you can sit out a year and come back. Beast mode has been a bust for them, in my opinion.
Right. I mean, it's a different game.
Beastless.
Yeah. It's a totally different game. It was funny. I was out front and we was talking about some old school football, and I was actually wondering would ED ever want to test our defense?
Oh man, come on, dog. Of course, I tested. Just give me a quarterback. Just give me a quarterback. That's all I need is a quarterback in my whole line.
But it's hard to stay out and try to come back and do that, man.
Yeah, no, I just beast mode 151 yards in 4 games. Yeah. He was a guy that they were like, there was a point, I think last week, they gave it to him with 1 yard to go and it looked like the same deal in Seattle.